Question 8. It says, Marla buys 2 types of mobile phones. One, B-Flow and C-Flex from a company to retail. One B-Flow mobile phone costs $60, with one C-Flex costing $80. She buys X number of B-Flows and Y numbers of C-Flex. So we're talking about, all right, the C-Flex is a Y and the B-Flow is a X. All right, Marla must not spend more than $1,200. All right, so the limit is $1,200. So it doesn't matter what she buys, she can't pass that. So we're talking about 60X because one of the B-Flow is for $60. So 60X, which means 60 times any amount of B-Flow plus 80Y, which would be $80 times any amount of the C-Flex, should not pass $1,200. So it's going to be less than or equal to the $1,200 right there. So that's how you represent that inequality there. That's for 1 mark. The next question says that the number of B-Flow phones must be greater than or equal to the number of C-Flex phones. All right. So we're looking at making sure that we understand that X is for the B-Flow. So we're saying X must be greater than or equal to Y. All right. So that is what they're saying there, right there. And that's another mark you could pick up easily because X represent B-Flow and the Y represent the C-Flex. So X must be greater than or equal to. So we have to put the bar underneath the inequality. Let's go for the next situation. All right, so we get 2 contexts. So question says, represent the 2 inequalities on page 22 on the grid, labeled as R, the region will satisfy both. All right. All right, so we have that. So let us just drop those lines, right? All right, so we're gonna have to represent those lines. For every inequality, there is a line, an equation of a line that satisfies that inequality. So let us look at, say we're looking at the first one that says X is greater than or equal to Y. The equations, this is an inequality, but the equation that represents that is X equal Y or Y equal X, right? So what this means is that we need 2 points. So for this line, it is very simple. It's saying Y is equal to X. Normally, I encourage people to just put up a little column thing. And if X is 0, Y is 0 because it says Y equal to X. And if X is 5, Y is 5. So we have 2 coordinates here that we're using, 0, 0, and 5, 5. We could use 6, 6, 7, 7, 10, 10. But I'm just using things that are on my axis. So I'm seeing a 5, 5. So I'm going to plot this point here. So I'm going to highlight it so you can see right there and right here. So let me get even closer to the points. Let me put them in red. All right. So I'm going to draw a line through that point and through that point. And that is going to represent Y equal X, which is actually marking the region for the inequality. X is greater than or equal to Y. All right, I'm going to label this line Y equal to X or X equal to Y, same thing. All right, so that's one. What I want to draw here, I could change the color. All right, let it stay. So let us look on the other one. The other one says 60. So let us see if we could get out some coordinates for this. We have 60X plus 80Y less than or equal to 1200. You could cut down these with anything that can go into them. So 10 could cut this down. So if I divide everything by 10, I'm getting 6X plus 8Y, less than or equal to 120. So basically, and you could cut down this some more if you want. You could cut it down 2 and so forth. All right. So let us say that we divide through it by 2 again, because I'm working with some smaller numbers. I will get 3x plus 4y is less than or equal to 60. You don't have to cut it down, but if you want to cut it down, it's fine. You'll get the same thing. So basically, we cut down this with 20, basically. All right. So the equation that we're looking at here would be 3x plus 4y equal to 60. All right. So that's what we're looking at in terms of getting a line. So let us just draw up our x and our y. We need 2 points. Normally, I try to use 0. So if I'm saying when x is 0, I want to know what is the y value that matches with it. So we could work out this. So let us just write this out. 3x plus 4y equals 60. If x is 0, I'll have 3 times 0 plus 4y equal 60. So in other words, then 4y equal to 60, divide by 4, y is equal to 15. So when x is equal to 0, y is 15. One coordinate that I have is a 0, 15. So I'm just going to highlight that. We'll come back to it when we're ready. We need one more point to draw this line. I'm going to say what happened when y is 0. So I am choosing these numbers. You could choose any number you want, but when you choose 0, kind of give you a little edge to work out the things a little quicker. So I'm using 0 for y as well to find out what will x be. So 3x plus 4 times 0, because I'm calling y 0 now. So then basically we have 3x, which is equal to 60. Divide by 3, x is 20. So when y is 0, x is 20. So the other point in reference is 20, 0. We're going to be using 0, 15 and 20, 0 to plot the other line. So 20, 0 is right here. This is where 20, 0 is. I'm going to mark that spot with a red. And the other one is a 0, 15. So 0, 15 is all the way up here. I could highlight it for you so you could see right there, 0, 15. So I'm going to catch this line now, right? All right, so let us 0, 15 right there, all the way down here. That's it. All right. So that looks like it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna spin this up a little bit more. All right, good. All right, all points look, yeah. So this, I could write back my original thing on this too if I want. So you could write back 60 x plus 80 y equal 120 or 1,200. You could write back the original thing so that you know that that's the line you're dealing with. I'm taking off the points that I'd highlighted earlier. All right, good. So now, here's the thing. Here is the thing. They ask us to shade the region. So let me just go back to make sure what they ask. They ask us to put that on. It says represent the two inequalities on page 22 on the grid. Label as R the region which satisfy both. Remember how you shade these diagrams is that you read the inequalities. Read it from where y is, whenever you're going to be reading it. And less than would be below the line and greater than goes above. So if I'm looking at, say, this, I'm going to this one right here. We're looking at that. So we're saying read it from where y is. We're reading it from the y here. So you could see that y is less than or equal to, which is telling me that for this line, the solution is below the line. Below the line. The moment it says less than, the solution is below the line, right? Below the line. And then this other one, as long as y is, I'm reading from where the y is, it's good. So the inequality that we had for this one is right here. And here, the y is here, and there's a less than right here. So that means we're going to go below the line for this one as well. Remember, reading it from where y is greater than, you shade above the line, less than, you shade below the line. So basically, this is my R because I'm seeing where both inequalities are actually being satisfied in this area here. This is the area of solution right here, right? All right, so that is my R right there. Let us see the other questions that they have out for us. Let's go for the other. The other question says, the total number of mobile phones is represented by X plus Y. According to the graph on page 23, what is the largest? What is the largest possible value of X plus Y? Let's go to a number of mobile phones is represented by X plus Y. All right. According to the graph on page 22, what is the largest possible value of X plus Y? The largest possible value of X plus Y is right here, 20, because we have X plus Y there. We have A plus Y here. This is less than, you could see that this is 10. This is 10, 10 here, all the way up here. 10, 10 is all the way up here. So this here is, it's like 5, 6, whatever this is, it's, and this combined, yeah, it's not going to reach 20. And remember, it's the vertices that we normally use, all right? Go to the vertices to find the maximum or the minimum of anything that is possible, all right? So based on that question, we are saying that you have to go to the vertices to find the greatest or the smallest of anything. So we have a point there, there's a point here, and there is a point here at 20. But when you look at this, this is 0, 0, so that is out. This is less than 10, less than 10. When you add this, it does not pass the 20 here, all right? So this is the largest value of X plus Y could give us a 20 here, and it will be the largest number of phones that would work, 20. So this last one, X plus Y, would be 20 based on the grid that we're looking at. All right, let's look at the B part of the question. The B part of this question says, the table below shows pairs of values for the function y is equal to x squared plus x minus 4. So we have our tables of values there. It says, on the grid provided on page 25, plot the remaining 4 points and draw the graph of the function y is equal to x squared plus x minus 4, where x is less than or equal to 3, but greater than or equal to -4. Right now the maximum. Okay, so we're gonna plot the points, and then we do what they want us to do. All right, so which points we're not plot? We have that, so we need to plot 0, 1, 2, 3. So we're plotting from 0. So I could just look 0. Let me see what 0 goes with. 0 goes with -4 right here. So we have that point to plot there. 1 goes with -2 right here. 2 goes with 2 right here. And 3 goes with 8 all the way up there. Let me zoom that out. 2 goes with 8. 3 goes with 8 right here. All right, good. So 3 goes with 8 right there. What I want us to do is to draw this graph. Right, so drawing this graph though, and join this, right. All right, so there is my representation of the curve. You would do a better curve because I'm on a software right now. I'm not able to try it as neatly as I want. But basically, we can work with that. We can work with that idea. All right, good. So there goes my curve right there. All right, so from that curve, let's see the questions that they want. So I would have drawn the curve and we're good. There's a question above here that says, write down, let me blow this up. It says, write down the maximum or minimum value of the function. All right, the maximum or the minimum. So this curve has a minimum. So all we're gonna do is take out a line and then go to the bottom of the curve like that. And we're going to read off that value down here, right there. All right, this is me, 4.1. I'm getting negative 4.4 based on mine. All right, you might turn back yours below or above, but I'm just reading off what I have right there. All right, so it's good to read off what you have, because you will be marked based on what you got down there. All right, when you did your turning, read off what you have. But the principle is that you get a nice line down there that is a tangent, and then you read off where it crosses that y-axis based on the scaling that you have, and you take it off and you go. All right, good. So that's that. So I am getting a negative 4.4 based on how my turning, how do I turn back my point? So negative 4.4, that's what I got right there.